I guess when I got to LA, I hit it. I mean, I got hot for about a year and a half. Hill Street Blues, Dallas. You know, I did a bunch of shows. I did a TV movie. And then I ran out of money. I started running out of money again. And finally, I was working at a door, and this guy comes over to me, and he really snobby motherfucker. He treated me like, he goes, come on, don't you know who I am? And when I work a door and you tell me, don't you know who I am? That's like the kiss of fucking death. I said, yeah, you're the guy who's not getting in tonight. That's who. And he goes, you'll be fired in 15 minutes. And I said, fuck you, I'll be fired. 15 minutes later, the owner comes out because he was making who was it? Swifty Lazar. Swifty Lazar was the biggest agent in the world. And I just told him he can't come into his own party. It was his party. That's why he wanted to get in there. And I got fired, and I went home, and in North Hollywood, I was this fucking dump. I was a shitty apartment, shitty car, and I wrote, I said, I'm going to write about this killing. And I just wrote 5 minutes of it. Then I performed it from my theater workshop. And then everybody loved it. And then I would write during the week, and I would perform it on Monday. And people would comment. People would say what they liked, what they didn't like. And I recorded it all on cassettes. And it was great, Joey, because I had a lot of feedback from a lot of people. You know, I was saying, all right, this works, that works, this doesn't work. And after a year, I had this 90 minutes of a one-man show. And then my friend lent me money, and my fucking career just busted. Like I literally went from, you know, I had credits as an actor, Broadway credits, but and nobody knew me. And then I just, boom, starring at the movies with, you know, Robert De Niro. And it was pretty crazy, man. But it was like the legend story. I turned it down. They offered me $250,000. I said, no, I want to play Sonny. I want to write the screenplay. They said, no, fuck, not happening. I said, all right, forget it. Then they offered me $500. I said, no. Then they offered me $1 million. I had $200 in the bank, swear my mother and father. And I said, I want to play Sonny. I want to write the screenplay. And the guy said to me, we can't make this money. We can't make this movie with you, Chaz, because Pacino wanted to do it, they all wanted to do it. And I said no. And then finally, 2 weeks later, I did the show. Did you ever see the one-man show?
No.
No, you got to come and see it.
See it.
I did it, and I got off the stage, and the guy walks over to me, and he says, hey, Robert De Niro's in your dressing room. He just saw the show. And I said, Robert De Niro? He goes, yeah. I went in the dressing room. There was Bob De Niro. And he said, man, it was a fucking one-man. He goes, you did a movie on stage. He goes, that's amazing. I said, oh, thanks, Bob. He goes, look, if you fucking sell this thing eventually, they're going to come to me anyway. So he goes, let me tell you how I feel. He goes, you should play Sonny. You should write the screenplay because it's your life and it'll be honest. He goes, I'll play your father and I'll direct it. And if you shake my hand, that's the way it'll be. I shook his hand and that was it, man. Boom. I took off. What are the fucking odds of that, right? So, but it was pretty incredible. It was pretty amazing. And that's what happened.
I still remember walking out of that movie. I was just getting into comedy. I got into comedy in 91, and you're searching. You know, the first year you're imitating Dice Clay.
Yeah,
you're imitating Kennison. I'm not stealing their jokes.
Right.
I'm using their character.
Right.
You know, you're just trying to feel your world.
Right.
I'm doing Kennison one week. I'm doing Dice the other week. You're doing Eddie Murphy one week.
Yeah.
I went back to Pryor, you know, that style of, you know,
sure,
talking about drugs. One week you're talking about pussy. And I used to wear a suit like Lenny Clark.
You're trying to find your voice.
You have to find. It takes about 2 years to find your voice.
So true.
And I come to New York. I'm out of money in Boulder. I'm divorced. I'm out. I mean, I'm just out. And I call my brother, come to Sea Caucus, stay here, and I start hustling in the city. And it's I start doing spots in the city, and I'm getting spots. I'm okay, you know. And one night I had nothing to do, and I went to Guttenberg to the fucking Galaxy building there on a Saturday night, and I walked in to see your movie. God's honest truth.
Yeah.
When did that movie come out?
93 or 94.
I saw it in like 93.
Yeah.
It had to be 93, August, September.
Around there.
Because I left New York in October. Because by watching your movie, it gave me a plan. First of all, between me and you, I was going to shoot you. Because I felt you stole my idea. Because my mother died and I got raised by Italians, so somewhere in
Do you know how many people have said that to me? You know how many people said I had comics say to me, what was that comic's name? I think he passed away recently. He said, "You stole my fucking act. You stole my fucking act." Big Petey Louie, Petey, Fat Joe.
Oh, Dom Herrera used to say.
No, it wasn't Dom.
Dom,
it wasn't Dom because I love Dom. He's great. I can't think of the guy's name. But he told people, "You told that guy I'm suing that motherfucker." And I said, "You know what? Fucking sue me. Leave me alone." I mean, every Italian neighborhood, there was always a fat guy, a small guy,
yeah.
a big guy. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks, Steven Spielberg said one thing, I'll never forget it. He said, success, he goes, failure, he goes, success has one father. Failure is an orphan. When every movie he ever said he made, somebody fucking... they stole your idea, so you just deal with that. You go, all right, yeah, fucking sue me, whatever you want.
But I didn't. In my mind, I wasn't going to sue you. I just left going, this is the story I got to tell. This is the type of comic I have to be.
Right.
I have to tell my story from a sympathetic way. It's such a great movie because it's got so much heart. At the end, when he meets Joe Pesci and the whole thing, I mean, the movie has so many fucking things. But when I left that movie, I didn't have a car. I got no reason to lie to know, but I didn't have a car. I probably had $8 in my pocket, and I walked home going, now I have a direction.
Jesus, really?
I have a direction where to take this. I know that what I have in my heart, the story I have in my heart to tell is going to work from watching your story.
Yeah.
When I became a comic, I was dirty, I was older, so nobody really dug me. But I always knew in the back of my mind, if I got a chance to tell my story, I'm going to eat these motherfuckers up alive. I got to tell my story and how it connects and what happened. As soon as I used to watch those boxing things inside the HBO, inside.
Yeah.
Before somebody's going to fight.
Right. Yeah, 24/7. 24/7.
I might hate you, Dante. I'm talking to Dante Palmer. I might hate you, Dante. But I'm going to bet your father against you in that fight. But because that show showed me your house. It showed me your wife. It showed me your child. It showed me your pool. It's not just you. I'm going to kill him. My right's a great punch. I'm a bad Italian stallion. No. I got to see the real Dante.
Right.
So I always knew if I could open my heart up. And that's what happened with you.
Yeah.
You got to open what was in your heart.
Yes.
And then you got to stop the calls.
Oh my God!
You gotta stop the call. Forget it. I ain't got a heart. I lied.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
If
I don't
you
know
say
little Petey.
if you say
I don't know nothing about
here,
little Petey. When you say this, when this comes into the whole thing and you put it on the stage,
that's it.
And there's a difference between killing, like making people laugh,
right,
and the difference between leaving your heart on stage.
Right.
Jesus Christ.